Let's talk about how to scam a Twitch promotion to get hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of Hot Pockets.
Until January 31st, 2021, Twitch and Nestle are running a promotion where you can score bits by purchasing Hot Pockets. You then take those bits and give them to your favorite streamers.
Because gamers love Hot Pockets and parasocial relationships.
Now, the most interesting thing about this promotion is that you only need to buy $2 worth of Hot Pockets to get $5 worth of bits.
Astute viewers will immediately detect a trap. So let's blow this thing open like a Hot Pocket in a microwave.
So how do you score these bits, redeem them, and then use the money to buy more Hot Pockets? Well, first, you gotta let Nestle scrape your consumer data by scanning your purchase receipts, but you can only claim one Hot Pocket purchase per receipt.
So before you run off to monopolize a self-checkout while you buy a shipping container full of convenience foods 2 at a time in what might not even crack the top 10 least dignified things happening in that Walmart during gamer hours, we need to take a step back and look at the big picture.
Now, we're not lawyers, but we are both super online, so luckily we're very comfortable claiming to be experts and dispensing advice about things we're not qualified to talk about.
First, we spent a good couple of hours debating if it was even ethical to tell you how to abuse this idiotic and demeaning promotion by setting up what could be euphemistically
And legally.
referred to as a sophisticated Hot Pocket laundering scheme.
So first up, the big question is this legal? Well, according to Twitch's bits policy, bits are not money and you can't exchange them for anything that has monetary value. But there isn't anything that specifically mentions Hot Pocket coupon fraud. Although they do say that they can update their policy at any time, so you're probably going to want to keep that tab open.
And to be clear, taking advantage of the very good rate on bits is not the problem. It's demonstrating the loop. But there's technically nothing to stop you
Except for Twitch's and or Nestle's lawyers.
from hot pocketing back and forth with a friend forever, allowing you to turn a modest initial investment into a literal mountain of rapidly thawing... What are Hot Pockets?
According to their website, they are sandwiches.
Really? They look more like burritos to me.
Yeah.
So it's legally gray.
That's optimistic wording.
But is it also morally gray? Can this deeply stupid pseudo-crime be justified?
Oh, for example, could one claim that by bilking Nestle and going infinite on Hot Pockets, you are simply conducting an act of resistance against an astoundingly unethical company?
On one level, no. But on a deeper, more fundamental level, also no.
But Nestle is just so awful.
Oh my god, they really are. But it's at best strikingly ironic that the only way we can stick it to an evil megacorporation is by repeatedly cycling money through Walmart and Amazon to other evil megacorporations.
But surely, at least I'll be ruining Nestle's market research. After all, isn't a big part of this promotion about getting sales data? So sending them junk data would at least be something.
Oh, absolutely. There's probably no better way to screw Nestle than by showing them that you're willing to buy their products repeatedly and giving them lots of money.
Turns out there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, even if you are trying to make a fortress out of ill-gotten Hot Pockets.
Well, this is live, so something's gonna happen.
From near and far, young and old, people of every shape, ability, and gender, welcome to Loading Ready Live. Tonight on the show, we pose a question with only 2 answers, this or that. We give another social media platform a shot in Gibb Answers Your TikToks. We really should have studied before attempting PowerPoint karaoke. And we leave it all up to the tongue in Taster's Choice. Now, this is the kind of moonbase I can get behind. I might have to deal with this later. Well, all this and more on Loading Ready Live, starting right now.
Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Loading Ready Live. Very happy to have you with us here tonight. Thanks to our own Bengineering for that fly-through in Raft, which I didn't know what that was going to be. He was like, I can do something in Raft, and I was like, I don't know what that game is. Great, go for it. But it turned out terrifically. We're gonna start the show off with a little game of this or that. And this is one that's been kicking around in my inbox for some time. I have a this or that like backlog archive. This one was sent in July 2019 from chat user Zizor Argus, and there was a bunch that came in during Desert Bus that we couldn't get to. And if you have this or that kicking around, you can email it to me, Graham@LoadingReadyRun.com. Please say that it's a this or that in the subject, and maybe one day we will get to it. But today, who's on the this or that panel squad? Let's welcome the folks. We have Corey.
Yo.
Cameron.
Hello.
Matt.
I'm one of the thises.
And Serge.
By default, that means I'm that.
And today we are deciding whether a given thing is a weapon from Destiny 2 or a romance novel.
Oh, come on. Cam's in here? And it's Destiny 2
You're assuming
weapons?
I can tell the difference.
There's a lot of guns in Destiny 2.
And Cam has all of them.
Yeah.
Duh.
Cam just exists to collect Destiny 2 weapons now. We're all in quarantine. Like,
I was going to contest that, and then I realized I can't, honestly. But we've done rounds like this before, and I've been very bad at them. So don't let the amount of Destiny 2 I play make you feel that I pay attention to it in any way.
Also,
That's
there's
fair.
no points, so...
all right.
I should say both is definitely an option.
No.
Oh, the dreaded both.
The dreaded both. Oh, yes, right. Yes.
Goodbye,
Players,
Jim.
hide your chats. I see Foxmar and Serafina are already already getting excited. So, yes, this is Destiny Weapons. The sources is db.destinytracker or d2.destinygamewiki.com. And all the romance novels are available on romance.io if you feel so desperately inclined. Question 1. The morning comes.
Is that with a comma apostrophe thing?
Mornin, N apostrophe, no G.
Okay.
Romance novel.
I'm pretty sure I've got one.
Wait, that could be either one still, Cameron. Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah,
both, I
both?
think. Yeah.
I want to say this is a sniper rifle from Destiny.
They named a sniper rifle The Morning Comes?
Well,
Yeah,
because the
man.
morning comes after you pull the trigger, right?
It's the light.
Yeah, I'm going both.
Yeah.
Both is actually compelling, actually. No, I'm going to go with Destiny gun.
This is a Destiny gun. Indeed, a legendary sniper rifle.
Oh my God.
I'm impressed that you not only got the gun, but that it was a sniper.
I think I have never actually gotten one of these.
But you
I
really
have.
want one?
This is from
No,
Vanilla
no, it's-
Destiny 2.
Yeah, it's just like a vanilla gun that I don't think I ever actually got.
Number 2, the last word.
This is a Destiny gun, and I'm going to say it's a pistol. It's just a very large pistol.
I think it is a very small pistol that you just go like, pew, that's the last word of this argument.
The last
What's-
word's like a pretty big pistol, but it's not necessarily not a romance book as well.
Yeah, The last word is like a pretty famous exotic hand cannon in Destiny. It was the weapon of Shin Malfur.
Was I right?
But I'm going to say that this is both.
Yeah.
So Surge is correct in that it is a very large handgun, as Cam mentioned, but more importantly, Cam and Corey are correct in that it is both.
By A.L. Michael.
I
Tabby
finally was on the
Riley's
right track.
Tabby Riley's online life was a roaring success. Her blog had hundreds of followers and legions of young fans ardently awaited her every tweet. Her real life was a bit more of a disappointment.
I just want to say it's a horrible name for a romance novel.
What is the last word? Is it goodbye?
It's about like ending an argument, right? It's getting the last
Yeah.
word in. It's like this is not a good thing.
The last
starts-
word is send tweet.
She starts
they have a
dating her
playfully-
editor.
Oh, that's...
The last word is negging.
The last word is probably like inappropriate power dynamic. Workplace power dynamic.
Yeah. Number 3, Bound by Honor.
Definitely a romance novel.
I don't recognize this one, so I'm going with romance novel.
Yeah, I agree.
This
Yeah,
seems
well-
like a Scottish Highlands kind of title.
Oh, is that a
You
picture
don't
of it
think
just a
there's
dude
any
with no
bondage,
shirt?
Like zero bondage is what you're seeing here, Matt?
No, like bodice ripping is what I'm seeing here.
I'm picturing
Yeah, at least one of the characters is named Honor.
Ooh. Shirtless dude, long hair.
I hadn't thought of that. You are all broadly correct. Your specifics are wrong, but this is a book. It's the first in Cora Riley's Born in Blood Mafia Chronicles. Born into one of the leading mob families in Chicago, Aria Scuderi struggles to find her own path in a world where no choices are given. It's, oh, good. Arranged marriage? Hilarious. Sorry. The quote on the cover. Even the most cold-hearted bastards have a heart. She has every intention of working her way into his.
I'm mainly upset that
Like a
they don't
parasite?
spell honor with a U.
It's set in Chicago.
It's set in Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, but
This is the localization.
Yeah, fair.
Number 4,
Honor
Onyx.
means honor.
Number 4, Onyx Dragon.
This is not only a romance novel, but I'm willing to bet that there is a tie-in product from Bad Dragon.
You have to really tie it in too.
What's Bad Dragon?
Yeah, don't worry about it, Serge.
We'll explain later.
Okay.
It's got to be like a bazooka. Like this is
Yeah.
a heavy weapon.
No, I think it's too obviously a weapon, which is why it's a romance novel.
It's a Gjallarhorn, but green.
Oh. You just
I
think
think
it's
one way or the other you would describe it as a bazooka.
You're thinking it's a rocket launcher skinned to look like a dragon? Interesting.
So-
I'm going with romance novel.
So which kind of bazooka is it? It's the romance novel kind.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
This is the first in Terry Bullrider's Awakened Dragons series.
Bull Rider, really?
I assume it's a pen name.
I assume so. Isaac Morningstar III, or Zack to the few who knew him, has hit rock bottom. Once an immortal, nearly invisible dragon, he has been awakened only to have his powers and treasure locked away until he can prove himself to be a trustworthy protector of humans.
Relatable.
And then he meets a hairdresser and just sort of continues from there. Unspoken Promise.
Sorry, it sounded like you said he was an invisible dragon. Like Pete's dragon.
So, sorry, number 5, Unspoken Promise.
Gun.
This is a gun.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's a shotgun. Do they have shotguns in Destiny 2?
Yes.
They do.
You speak the promise with the bullets. And that way it stays unspoken.
The promise is that you never run out of ammo. It has infinite ammo.
It's both, and it's a hand cannon again.
This sounds exactly like a Destiny gun name, but I don't know it. Is this Destiny and Destiny 2?
Only Destiny 2.
Okay. It's possibly like a green one that I just don't remember. But
That's
it
the thing,
sounds
right? Is
so
there's tons of like garbage tier Destiny guns that still have names.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like this obeys their naming convention so much that I definitely want to say both.
Yeah, but now I'm retracting hand cannon and shotgun. I think is funnier.
Shotgun sounds right.
So you're all going to get the point. It is not a gun.
Oh,
It is a sword. It is an adaptive frame legendary sword for vanilla Destiny 2. Unspoken promise. Lore quote, the promise is in the point of the blade.
It looks like the Buster Sword, but like as a twink. Does that come across to you as well?
I
Does
get
now.
it, yeah.
I wouldn't have got there on my own, but thank you, Matt.
Destiny 2 has swords? There's tons of swords.
They're the best DPS in the game right now.
Oh, nice.
Number 6, go figure.
Book?
Yes.
Anybody else?
Spaceship.
Go figure
Or just
is
book.
it's not.
It's not a romance title name, is it?
It feels weird. It feels like neither actually for this one. But since it's neither, that's why I'm thinking it's a book.
You know there are a lot of books out there, right?
Yeah. I'm going to go with book. I don't remember this gun.
Is that everybody in? All right. You're going to love this. It's both.
Oh.
Dope.
It's a 450 RPM aggressive burst pulse rifle added in Forsaken and a 2007 novel by Joe Edwards.
This was a really good gun when it came out. I don't remember why I don't remember it, but this was
Yeah, it's a good pulse rifle.
yeah, this did
Yeah.
a lot of work
Go figure.
2 years ago. Go figure.
Number 7, Autumn Wind.
This is a gun. This one I remember. I disassembled very, very, very many of these.
Okay. I'll trust Cam on that. It does sound like a June, December romance book.
Yeah, it does seem plausibly like also a romance title. This could easily be both.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for both.
But
I'm
the
gonna go with
last
just
one was
gun.
both.
So
Just gun.
Yeah, I'm going just gun.
It is just gun.
Hey.
Rapid fire frame pulse rifle added in Curse of Osiris. Lore quote, I am the autumnal sun, with autumn gales my race is run.
It's so stubby.
Yeah.
Steady on now.
Sick
Number
paint
8.
job, bro.
Number 8, Lady Luck.
Both. That one really seems like both.
Matt, I feel like you and I are on the same wavelength here, because every time I'm like, yes, what Matt said. Yeah, because I think it's clearly a gun, but the name is so good, it's got to also be a trashy romance novel about somebody with a gambling problem who found redemption in love.
And they're lesbians.
This is a rich narrative. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what happens
something's
if
going
if
on
I
over
take
there. You
that
guys
into
should.
AO3, like
Yeah, I'm gonna go with title or novel title.
again,
This is... Oh, I've lost my... It's a gun. No, it's a book. It's just a book. Sorry. I clicked away from my thing. This is a 2014 novel by Kirsten Ashley, the third in her Colorado Mountain series.
Ooh.
Since birth, Lexi Berry has had nothing but bad luck. Orphaned at an early age, she had a rough childhood and a boyfriend who was murdered. But now, the beautiful, stylish Lexi is determined to change her luck and her life. But first she has to make good on a promise to pick up Ty Walker from prison. One look at the gorgeous ex-convict, and Lexi knows she's in for trouble.
Why are so many of these protagonists hairdressers?
That's a good question.
Song
Is
of
that
the
kind
Earth
of just
people.
like the like archetypal like middle American unimpeachable woman's job? Like what do all the dudes do in Michael Bay movies?
Mechanics,
Like,
right?
They're all
They
mechanics.
work for the
yeah,
military.
like mechanics. Is
Mechanics,
that-
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just a role that everyone can relate to. Everyone knows a hairstylist.
Yeah.
Right.
And if
they
you
are
aren't one yourself, you have a good relationship with one. You're like, I can relate with who that person is because they cut my hair once a month.
Number 9, foregone conclusion.
Gun.
Gun.
Gun, yeah.
It has the word gun right in it. Foregone conclusion.
Foregone conclusion.
It's
got
four
4
guns.
barrels. Yeah. It's 4 guns.
Like, there
Now I
sure
want
are
to say,
weapons with
like,
4
if it was
barrels.
the 4-gun solution or 4 guns conclusion, I'd be like, no, that won a Hugo Award in 2014. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
See, this is like when I play Scrabble and my vocabulary just goes, goodbye, I'm going to see you later.
The other 3
And I'm
snapped
like-
off gun pretty quickly. Do you have a...
Yeah, I'll go with gun as well. This sounds familiar.
Peer pressure, peer pressure.
Well, luckily for peer pressure today, it's a gun.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
a
only
rapid-fire
one barrel.
frame auto rifle added in Warmind.
Didn't we already see
Lord?
that image of a gun
As a
earlier?
quick note, yeah,
No.
this is one, that's the other.
Yeah.
See, they're
Yeah.
Wait.
different.
This is an auto rifle, and the other one's a pulse rifle. They're totally different. Lore quote, the ending was inevitable. Number
see
10,
what they did
Tyranny of Heaven.
Oh, this is a demon X angel romance of the particularly intense kind. I'll say.
Oh, you think this is a supernatural, sexy
Book.
kind novel?
Yeah,
Why are our brains going the same way, Matt?
because we're literally the same person, sir.
yeah. I'm with Ben on weird angel demon.
Ben? You
Matt,
with
I'm with Matt for the angel demon.
You and Starbucks do that to me.
Same person.
Same person. I'm a cipher of a man.
Oh my god. Corey, Cam?
Can't help but notice the other
That
team isn't
angel
as drip
demon
compatible
nonsense
as we
in my
are.
head. I'm like, yeah, this is a bodice ripper, but
Yeah, no, like, this is a bow. This is from the Last Wish raid, and its drop was bugged. This
Oh, so
did
it is
not
a
actually,
weapon.
This did not drop, except in its curated version, which was a much lower drop rate from, like, the 3rd encounter, I want to say. And even when it did drop, it was not very good. But I also really like the bodice ripper idea, like the angels and vampires or demons. Like, there's
Ooh.
Yeah.
definitely, like, this could easily, I would read this if it was both,
Yeah.
right? This sounds like compelling content.
It's a spin-off of Dante's Inferno.
I hope there's not a
Yeah.
mail time in the future, which is just all of these romance novels.
Oh no, yeah, no, no, what have I done?
No, please no.
Yeah.
you can find
Well-
our address.
Well, if any budding romance writers are out there, we've basically written you a whole thing, because it doesn't exist yet. This is a bow. Yes, indeed. Lore quote, it was she that inspired me to imagine your destruction, O jailer mine. She being capitalized in this case. 2 more. Number 11, The Kingmaker.
Gun.
Gun.
Yeah, this is a gun. I forget
Both?
what it is exactly.
I think I've seen a screenshot of this gun just from like either Graham or Cam's Twitter, like a couple years ago or something.
It's a gun that has a crown on it, right?
Is it though? King, like this. Well, there's no kings anywhere in Destiny, right? So it'd have to be idiomatic, which exists, right?
Yeah.
Totally exists. But I want to say that this is a book. I'm gonna go with book.
I'm going both.
Ah, God, I wanted to switch to both, and I was like, I don't want to vote against Matt, but I was in my head, I was saying both. I'm going both too.
Corey.
Corey was
Yeah,
the original both.
Okay.
This is a book.
Yes.
There is a exotic weapon ornament for the Queenbreaker bow called Kingmaker, which may not have even been in the game when this was written, but it is not a gun, not a weapon in Destiny. This is a 2016 novel by Selena Lawrence. Here's the blurb. This is how it is formatted. He's America's golden boy. Period. Every clause is its own sentence. A power broker. A kingmaker. She's America's dirty little secret. A sex broker. A scandal maker. Together they are headline news. Lies. Deceptions. A presidency hangs in the balance. Then, comma, there is the chemistry. It's combustible, incendiary, explosive. Each of these words is now its own sentence in a new paragraph. She will ruin him. He might not care. The Kingmaker.
A power play novel.
I can just imagine reading this, and it's just like Cormac McCarthy, right? Like there are no semicolons, no dashes, almost no commas.
Yeah. And now, number 12, Sins of the Past.
I'm going to say before Matt does this time, and I'm going to see if we're on the same wavelength. Both.
I was thinking that this was
Matt,
an
no.
episode of Xena Warrior Princess.
Are we still drift compatible, Matt? Are you thinking both, or are you?
I would believe both. I feel like this is a gun because this is such a common phrase in fiction that people name episodes of TV shows after it all the time and stuff like that. And Destiny is all about like fighting off the sins of the past, right, Cam? That's the gist I've gotten from it.
The
Yeah,
aliens,
no, that's
yeah.
a strong element. Yeah, in the form of aliens, mainly.
The sins of the aliens.
The sins of the
Yeah,
past
we-
who scream when you get shot.
We battled the sins of our past by clicking on the heads of various aliens.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a spiritual thing.
I'm gonna say
As
it's
it
a
goes.
sniper rifle that has feathers on it.
This is a gun
Yeah.
from the game's first raid, Leviathan, which doesn't mean it's also not a romance novel.
So you're going
forget
with
the-
Surge?
I'm going to go with both. Because
So-
I'd be stunned if there actually isn't a novel named Sins of the Past.
This is a rocket launcher it's a high impact frame rocket launcher from the Leviathan raid, and a 2003 novel by Sandra Bricker, and a 2007 novel by Amanda Young, and a 2011 novel by Elizabeth Power, and a 2012 novel by Shauna Hart, and a 2015 novel by Kiana Davis, and a 2016 novella by Dee Henderson, Danny Petrie, and Lynette Easton, and a 2018 novel by Gillian Quinn.
That's why I thought it was too obvious, which is why I only went gun.
Look at that dude's lips.
Yeah, right?
I gotta
mean,
hit
I
the
am.
gym. Jeez.
That man is in pain every single day.
I'm
All
looking
that dude
respectfully.
All that dude does is eat spinach and go swimming.
You have to put things down when you lift. You have to put them down. You have to
Pick
rest.
them up
You're
and
doing damage
put
to your
them back down
body.
again. Why? I hate it. Well, there we are. Thank you so much oh gosh, I closed the email. No, come back.
That's
I
a
want
weird
to thank
username.
Come back. Username. Return. Oh, useless. There we go. Zizor Argus. Thank you so much for your submission. Really appreciate that. And thank you to our crew here. Come in a few minutes, we're going to be doing some PowerPoint karaoke. But first, Gibb is going to answer your TikToks.
Hey everybody, Gibb here. They asked me to take a break from Jack's Bird website this week and instead go and dispense my brilliant advice over on the talk box, which means that today's episode of Gibb's Advice Time, or whatever we call this, is going to be enjoyed in vertical aspect ratio. I know, I'm scared too. Let's get at it. The caffeinated royalty says first, which is irrelevant, but go off. Who is your favorite coworker at LRR? Calling them coworkers implies a level of peerage that I don't know is entirely accurate. They're people that are doing their work while I am also there creating genius. That said, I don't know, that Tim guy was pretty nice. I haven't seen him in a while, though. Aquinto Salence asks, did you have to submit a blood sample to set up your account? I've been asking around and getting mixed results. What, like my TikTok account? I think you signed up for something different. No, I just got the questionnaire. You know, the normal stuff like, do I own a pair of those gym pants that rides way up there, and can I lip sync to Megan Thee Stallion? You know, like the standard stuff. You should maybe get looked at. Meg Sharty asks, Dear Dr. Gibb, what are your thoughts on the monolith they found in Utah? Oh. When they find the other ones, it's gonna be such a surprise. Den is Booney asks, why is Lost the greatest show of all time? Well, I never said it was, so Dan, I think the burden of proof is on you. I would like it if you would also explain the smoke monster. I've decided the burden of that is now on you. Also, explain why they're making a new Boss Baby movie. The burden of proof for that is on you too now. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Zimmerst asks, from one furry, bearded, I mean, hey, no judgment, I'm adorable, thing to another, what's the best way to get gravy out of hair? Okay, well, step one, you drink gravy with a straw, you pleb. Now, this year, since it should probably just be your immediate household hanging around with you for Thanksgiving, it's usually frowned upon, but you could probably get away with sucking it straight out of the boat. Silver linings. Watch out for chunks. Sometimes you can let it sit for a while so it gets one of those congealy skins on the top, and then you ram the straw through like the lid on a boba. Now I'm hung thirsty. Ryu, him or a, says, did you ever find that pirate gold you were looking for? Okay, so no, but I'm close enough that I'm trying to get Discovery Channel to pick up a series where I spend 7 seasons getting tantalizingly close, but never actually showing anything on screen. It's like reality TV edging. Yeah. Got a question here from Seenth Crow, who asks, what's your favorite genre of movie? Horror, comedy, action, romance? Yeah, good guess. You got it in one. I think my favorite of the genre is probably Night of the Awkward Misunderstanding, Revengeance. Really kicks off in the third act. Empty Virtues asks, who is your favorite My Little Pony character? I know all the My Little Pony characters. Gosh, how can I choose between Rainbow Wars, Flapjack, Butterbean, Cutie Honey, Secretariat, Ban Ki-moon? You know, all the faves. How could I ever pick just one? How do I shut this thing off? Unnecessary underscores asks, have you found gay TikTok? It's better than the dancing IMO. Man, I have been trying to find gay TikTok. I'm stuck on power washing TikTok and those accounts that just repost YouTube animations without credit. I don't know. I'll keep cycling through the For You page and see what happens. If you see gay TikTok, tell them I said yas. Kappa Tau asks, if you were writing the plot for 2020, what would be your twist ending? Really, what I think we all want is something completely inoffensive and dull that's totally antithetical to all of the tension and drama that's been building up at this point. So, I don't know, I'd probably just get those goobers from Game of Thrones to write it. Oh, wait, no, wait. No, I changed my answer. It was all a dream. Fingers crossed for it was all a dream. Everybody on board with that one? Great.
Hello, everyone at home, and welcome to TEDx Amazon AWS US West 2. My name is Craft Singles, and we've got a bit of a mix-up here today. We're gonna be we were gonna be giving our various presentations, but the slides seem to have vanished, so we've found some on the server we're at, and we're just gonna do that. So thanks and welcome to my TEDx talk. Please, next slide. I want to first of all state that we are never ever going to beat the airship in BioShock Infinite. Now, the reason for that is that it is in fact an airship and can't feel pain. But not only can it not feel pain, it actually can't even conceptualize of the idea of defeat. How are we supposed to be able to defeat something that doesn't even know when it's lost? Next slide, please. First of all, we need to look at how we're actually moving that airship. And now an airship, you may ask yourself, is it's a ship of the air. How do regular ships move vertically? Well, they do so via a system of locks. Now, what we need to do is think about the way that we can lock the airship, not vertically or horizontally or in any sort of a plane of fluid, but lock it into a sense of self-being. Give it a conscience. Give it a conscience. Consciousness. Those are the two things that are necessary in order to be able to move an airship ethically the way that a surface ship moves vertically. Next slide, please. Now, you might ask yourself, well, does the airship have any passions? Well, the ExxonMobil game ads does appear to lead to the App Store, but we've just missed it, which means we've missed our entire window into actually getting the airship into the App Store. That's where we're able to actually make the money, and that where we're able to defeat it. Not in its heart, not in its head, but that airship is huge. Something just like something else that is huge and is sometimes found in the sky, but is often found in the water. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about whales. And if you can reach the whales on the App Store, then you know you've got it taken care of. But unfortunately, as we've pointed out, we're just too late. Next slide. Quick historical note. A lot of people died in World War I. And unfortunately, the airship has done nothing to change that fact. Next slide. Do you hate the letter F? Well, I can't hate the letter F anymore. I used to be indifferent to the letter F, but having missed the boat on getting into the App Store in order to drain the airship from BioShock Infinite of all its money and therefore leave it defeated and broken on the ground where it belongs. Let me tell you, friends, I have spent many a night just sitting in front of my massive fireplace with a heaping handful of brandy, just seething with the letter F. Next slide. There's a link. There is a link between airships and knowing if a girl likes you. The problem is the airships aren't sharing that information, and that's why we need to bring that airship to justice. That's why we need to bring that airship down. That's why we need to know what the airship knows, because I don't know what Becky thinks of me. Next slide. Do you know how to kiss? Because I don't. And I don't know if Becky knows how to kiss either. Like, according to research that I've done recently, 20% of people out there, yes, do know how to kiss, but a whopping 10% of you just don't. Whenever I've asked this question, I've often received the response, can you repeat the question? And I say, no, you have one chance to answer, and if you can't answer, well then what good are you to me or my research? I need confidence, because only confidence can take down a rampant airship with information about whether or not Becky likes me. Next slide. Is there a way to avoid having to French kiss? Because, let's be honest, kissing's difficult, and Becky, I want to impress her. And, look, if we're going to go to French kissing, then I'm doubly out of my depth, because what even is a French kiss? Le kiss? Am I doing it right? I don't have time to, ask every person off the street. I haven't even had time to put together the amount of French that I need to know to ask that damn skunk from the Looney Tunes how to kiss. And if I can't get that information out of him, how am I supposed to get it out of an airship from a fictional video game that is, I'm guessing, at least as far away from the ground as my hand is right now? I don't know. I haven't seen it recently. Do you know where it is? Next slide, please. So, in the end, we have to defeat the airship, because it's the only way that I'm going to be able to find out whether or not Becky likes me, how to kiss, and how French kissing works in the end. But in the meantime, we'll probably have to practice. So I'm suggesting that we just go full town on the Supreme Blimp, and any sort of rigid dirigibles we should probably look into figuring out whether or not we want to engage in 10 Seconds of Heaven, just to see if we're able to either slip that airship the tongue, or if we can bring it down to the ground for good. This has been my TED Talk. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to introduce our next speaker.
Good evening, I'm Dirk Flirtman, and I'm very excited to introduce you to an area of my interest. First slide, please. The worst thing about suplexes you never noticed, because let me tell you, it's suplexes. They're wild. Obviously, this leans on a bunch of research by Roderick Warner. That man has suplexed me, God, dozens of times. Thanks for your help, Roderick. All right, let's see the next slide. This is generally your experience after having a suplex. I mean, I know it's mine. Like I said, dozens just from Roderick alone, and that's the feeling. You know, it never changes. But hey, everybody needs a hobby. Just so you know how you're going to be feeling. Next slide, please. Now, bear with me. Suplexes, associated now with professional wrestling, but they can trace their origins back to the Clearing Your Browser's Cache Championships, where in a pinch they can be used to fully invert the computer, destroying the hard drive and thereby the browser cache. You see, in the early days, the rules were not really clear that the computer had to remain totally functional afterwards. And the finalists, as we see here, Queen Shirley V. Fink and Taylor Swift, no relation, of course, were in a real heated battle until Her Majesty executed a absolutely phenomenally graceful suplex on her Pentium 380. And the browser cache was no more. Next slide, please. Now, when misused, suplexes can really get out of hand, especially in Poland, where you see that big spike there at the end. It's all suplexes. There was a big story went around talking about how cool they were and how great they were, and completely omitted all of the safety protocols. And boy, those poles, they just tied ropes between themselves, went up to the top there, and did some big old superplexes, and it was a bad idea. Next slide, please. Now, the suplex works most effectively by injuring the neck. But if you do enough lifting and, like neck work, I can't really do them, but like you really, you sort of, it's the weights, and you need thick neck. If you have real good thick neck, then you're basically impervious to the suplexes, which is good if anyone tries to clear your browser cache. Next slide, please. So this is kind of a personal story. It's about midway through training with Roderick to learn about all of his suplexes. I thought, okay, well, I need to get more information. I mean, Roderick Warner is obviously the foremost suplex authority. I believe he has at least a PhD in it. But I need to get some other sort of insights into suplexes, and so I started touring some indie wrestling federations and just sort of being like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going? Throw me." And a bad idea. Not everybody can lift me. Certainly not some of the welterweight folks. And I mean, I survived, obviously, as you can tell, but that poor man. Next slide, please. So the don't here on the right of suplexes should be fairly obvious. One, you want to make sure that the person at least has some idea of what you're going to be doing. Also, if you're going to be attempting a suplex, it helps if you actually do a suplex as opposed to what's being shown here, which is just sort of an awkward side hug with added spice. On the left, it's the 3 leaves. That's the real key. You put one in the right front pocket of your trunks. If your trunks don't have pockets, as most trunks don't have pockets, you just sort of slip them kind of down like over your hip. The other 2 leaves, I mean, you'll have to come back for the advanced class, but one of them may surprise you. Next slide, please. You may be as surprised as I am to learn that that's how you spell the word maneuvers. Now you have to. This is more mental than like physical. You have to be mentally prepared to destroy the crowds. If you're going to be performing or receiving suplexes, you need to look out. It's the suplex equivalent of like, oh, I'm nervous, I'm public speaking. Just imagine everybody in their underwear. Don't do that for suplexes, by the way. I cannot stress enough how much that is going to be a terrible idea, imagining everybody in their underwear if you're about to suplex them. But you have to mentally go out there and see the crowd and be like, I could suplex every single one of you bastards in your head, not out loud, unless, that's like part of your thing. And really get it. You have to know that you're the most suplexed one in the room. That'll really sort of give you the confidence you need. At least that's the logical implication. Next slide, please. So in conclusion, the worst things about suplexes that you've never noticed. One, how close and sweaty you get to like really sweaty, hairy men. That's probably the worst part. As long as you've got thick neck, you don't need to worry about any of the physical injuries. And as long as you imagine that you can suplex everybody, then you don't have to worry about performance. It's just, you're just going to get really close and sweaty to really, really sweaty dudes. And I don't know, maybe that's your thing and that's cool. And also it's important to know that you can also use them to dodge trains in a pinch. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it, but if someone's going to rock up on you with the trolley problem, you can just be like, well, do I have a fun solution for you? Thank you for listening to me about suplexes. I believe we have some more presentations this evening. I'm Dirk Flirtman. Thank you.
Greetings. I am not the person who was supposed to be performing. It was actually my boss. I'm Jim, the intern, who will be filling in. I received a text earlier saying that they were a little too hungover to come on in. So I'm sure this is going to go great either way. Welcome everybody to my presentation. Let's see the first slide, please. The topic of today is the unexpected benefits of dried meats. Now, a lot of people are often coming up to me and saying, dried meats just sound so boring. All we ever deal with is your beefy G-fees, your turkey jerkies, but there is so much more to dried meats that you cannot comprehend, and I'm about to talk to you all about them today. Let's go to the next slide here. This is America, and as you can see, a large portion of America is, oh God, not Los Angeles. And that's a damn shame. I mean, Los Angeles seems to be a really great place. And as you can see, happens to be the nucleus of where all dried meats come from. We have a large dried meat factory that actually supplies most of the United States dried meats. The green areas here indicate all the people that have decided, no, we're only going to have dried fruits. And well, they're going to hell. But the areas that have the gray are the people that are super enjoying the dried meats that we deliver out to everyone. So it's really great to see that. As you can see, a lot of Hawaii, or a lot of Alaska deciding not to eat dried meat. I just assume that's because they're making contraband ones themselves. Next slide, please. Now, long ago, the inventor of the polishing brass, which, as you all know, is the tuba in which all dried meat springs from, was invented by Earl L. Severance and Paul McCartney, of who you might know of the Monkees fame. Now, overall, it was a simple instrument, and it sprang from the minds as the two of these were singing their songs, being super happy, but they were like, we've been going at this for many, many hours. How are we going to get all the nutrients we need in a nice small package that also tastes like something that I've gotten from the convenience store? Well, the inventors of the polishing brass then came together and created a large instrument, much shaped like a tuba, as we've said, and from it, a magical wizard cast a lot of spells on it, and out came dried meats. And it's called the polishing brass because we have to polish it a lot. Next slide, please. Now, these are two scenarios you can find yourself in when you're eating dried meats. You can either be eating from an MRE, where there's going to be all kinds of different dried goods, or you can be in Russia. Yes, Russia. Now, the upside of putting all your food into the MREs is that with all dried, that means you're getting your Q zone filled with all kinds of vitaminogodogens. And those vitaminogodogens are what are going to allow your body to truly digest all the various dried food that you're going to be eating. Because I'm going to level with y'all. There's a lot of salts up in these dried meats. Now, my good friend Briz is the one who came around and thought that, hey, we could start really focusing in on the Russian market. But when we just decided that it was better to go towards the army. Next slide, please. Now, here's this is America. You can see the various amounts of money that are being spent on agriculture here. Now, Malcolm Tunnel, the very same man who all tunnels were named after, created this back in the day to really show that if you look over at it, as we see that purple in California, Los Angeles spending the most money next to Nevada. Next to the one to the upper left of Texas. No, wait, that's it. That's an M. Never mind. California only. California completely blowing all of America out of the water in terms of dried meat consumption. And tree nuts, apparently. Cool. I learned a new fact on my TED Talk, too. Next slide, please. Now, down in Australia, they got a lot... Sorry. Down in Australia, they've got a lot of rivers and... you know what? Here, hold on. Let me... There's just a much easier way to really go about this. hold on here. I'm sorry. Just one moment now. Now, down in Australia, there are 1.3 million streams, and they can be categorized by which gives us the most meat. As we all know, fish are meat. And did you know you can also make fish jerky? We shouldn't, but we do. And Australia has so many rivers and streams that they're really giving us a number of resources. We ship them over to California, and then we ship them out to the rest of America. Next slide, please. Oh, thank God I'm back. Now, let's talk about desserts. There are bad desserts and good desserts. Now, bad desserts, you look at them, and they're going to be scaly, and they're going to have like a flicky tongue. You should not make reptile jerky. It's just not going to be great. Now, good jerky, you're going to get from faux reptiles that we've gone into the computer matrix and harvest from characters in a game called RuneScape. Now, the RuneScape lizards give off a faux reptile meat that will actually be much better to consume, that you can have as a dessert. Next slide, please. Now, here's some inspiration. You need to be healthy. And the only way you're truly going to be healthy is if you consume mass amounts of dried meat. Because let's be honest, half of that weight you've got is water weight. So if you just consume only dried meats from now on, you'll just slough off the pounds. You'll feel great. You're going to be feeling much better. Is there a next slide? I should have checked here, really. Yes, final points. Dried meats, best friends. Potted meats, fallen in love. Do not make a red meat sauce. I swear to God, if you make a red meat sauce, you're going to ruin the whole dang thing. Thank you very much. On to our final presentation for today.
Hi. I'm a little sorry. I'm a little close. Hi. Okay. How's this? I'm Freely Dangles, and I'm here to expand your mind and help you focus on your way forward. I have a presentation today that my partner was going to be doing with me, but he couldn't make it, so I will be here to lead you through this mind-expanding exercise. Let's begin with the first slide. I want to explain why people call me the gland. My partner, A. Gaffney, who is a gland diffusion doctor, would have been here to tell you. But I, Freely Dangles, am known as the gland. Next slide, please. When I look at secretors, all I see are very angry, very wet sponges looking to give up their internal fluids. But when you think about a secretor, all it wants to do is fucking die. Next slide, please. Now, a well-known wet person who just let things out of their glands was the governess Anne Langton, who lost so much water weight from secreting all over the place that they became a very small person and had to be led around everywhere by this weak Timothy Dalton knockoff. Meanwhile, Duke, this is Timothy Duke Ellington III, was a poor, poor boy living in the 1800s. He's dead now. He lost all of his waters. Next slide, please. Your glands contain liquids. I am the gland. but I contain no sebum. Do you know what sebum is, everybody? It's an oily fluid that leaks all over your body. And when sebum is around, you'll have the firm young skin of a beautiful green-haired girl, or the thick feathery ass of a ground owl. But with the right kind of sebums, you will look like you've been coated in Popsy. Next slide, please. I spent a week on a farm once. Next slide, please. One of my great loves is Harry Potter shipping. I've never read the books, but I'm active on AO3. So wet! If you smash Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy together. Liquid. Next slide, please. This is a racially charged graph. And quite frankly, I shouldn't have put it in the presentation. Next slide, please. Glands are organs. I am the gland. I am all but one organ. You might see me a single organ together, and you think, well, certainly, you're just a bunch of tiny bunnies, aren't you? Freely Dangles, a bunch of tiny bunnies living in a flower pot. No! I am a rocket! A rocket with a bulbous tip that when you view through an X-ray, I look like a Christmas gift. Next slide, please. I am tiny balls sliding up and down on a shaft for many years. Next slide, please. Do you know why people call me the gland? No. This person has two tiny boys. Pretty, pretty boys. But she doesn't know why people call me the gland. Nobody knows why people call me the gland. No more slides, please. Thank you to TalkGenerator.com for providing us with a means of making these amazing slides. And now, the stream highlights! I think?
Correct.
I'm in pain.
Here we go. Here comes gameplay.
Push.
Ooh, Shenmue.
Gameplay.
Whoa. Push. Oh! James fell down a hole!
Yay! Highlight reel!
So when you push all the buttons on the Stream Deck, that's when the intro plays.
Welcome everybody. We're doing this special bonus Let's Know because it's Halloween. And the Dark Pig. Oh. Wait, you have a
Hey, what is this? James, can you turn down the production quality, please? Just a little bit?
Oh, there we go.
How about that?
It's much better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I got friends. You can't tell me I don't have friends. Hello?
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry, why is that man half watermelon?
Yeah, math I don't think has been our strong suit based on our sub rolls.
Well.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Beach does a lot of our math.
I mean, I gotta. How dare you?
It's as Swampina, my mentor, always says, look, it's just the way life happens. Don't take it personal.
Refuse harshly. Refuse, blame piano music. I'm gonna blame piano.
smart, not hard.
Now to remove a lot of skin.
Stop saying that.
Me, I'm just pushing the teeth out.
Haha, the human condition.
It's all we do.
Just pushing the teeth out like all people.
Oh no! Why did I sue Ben there? No, they're all. Oh, Ben, are you gonna ult? Yes. Oh my god.
Where'd my health bar go?
Good for you all for being able to vote here. I did not know what the category was,
I don't
but
know
that's accurate.
what grade this is from because they all look the same.
Oh my god.
What will the trainers do? Let's see.
That needs to be a commemorative plate.
Slide under, jump over. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it wants me to do, which sounds like hell. It sounds like hell.
Is everyone okay up there?
I'm not sure. I haven't.
What do you mean you're not sure?
I haven't been asking how they're doing. Barker, how are you? Here. Barker's here.
Roman?
Roman, how are you? Oh no, the Roman's gone. Sorry.
It's Romeo and Juliet, except one family puts pineapple on their pizzas, and the others are the Capulets.
Oh, the Olive Garden.
Yeah.
When you're here, you're Montague.
Ooh, a reverse shrew.
Oh my gosh, some sort of like Olive Garden / medieval times where they're reenacting Romeo and Juliet in the restaurant, but you as restaurant patrons get to be the Montagues.
Are we trying to come up with the most awkward situation a human can endure?
Yes.
Turns out that raccoons are in fact little bastards.
Excuse me, I consider myself a very big bastard.
What? Didn't you know we are 2 units can talk? Nobody asked.
So who is the Pope right now?
Doogie Howser. I understand now. We have to plan a little more.
Just want to move this remote.
Man, Linda Davis, come on.
Fucking hell! Oh!
Okay.
It wouldn't even let the group split up.
Secret
Don't
fish.
you take my fish? Don't you take my fish!
Can you just let me blink? Come on.
Dog, my fish.
I only removed one of your cats.
And I only removed one of your kidneys.
Let's go. The song is for you. Oh, fuck!
Eggnog? Man, I wish I had some eggnog right now.
Oh, yeah.
Go hard on the nog. Some noggers? Noggers? Nog champ. Nog champ. Let's fucking go. Millennials ruining everything.
The devs are probably not watching, but I would definitely add that as like a bonus goal. Oh shit!
Nying, 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 nying.
Go to your room. Ka-choke.
It's not a phase!
How do we access our mind palace? Is it under M? No. Is it under P? No. It's
Was
not.
it B for brain?
It might. It was B for brain.
Damn, this place rusty as fuck. Feels like a Korn music video in here.
Falling away from me.
Abraham Lincoln.
It's like looking in a mirror.
don't know what it is, but there's something weirdly erotic about those peas.
Have you in a heart? Is that it? Oh, fuck. My voice is starting to hurt. Oh, Lord! Save us with your compassion!
Rockbusher says, I thought we concluded that Ian was in fact a default character model. Have you seen Ian?
He's more like the default villain model.
He's an 1830s industrialist. Like, there aren't people in the world walking around looking like him.
I mean, except for
He's
him.
opted for a look that no longer really exists. And that's great. I love my friend, and he looks amazing. It so suits him.
I forgot you did this to us.
It let me dress myself.
I noticed you had some money, Serge.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Wait, what?
You know what? If you want to be a personal Pokemon advisor, you go for it.
I'd be like, keep shooting! Shoot that guy!
You should be. You know what? You go barge in on one of Ben's Pokemon streams and be there for him to advise him on how to play Pokemon. I dare you.
Shoot him with that fish!
I want to see it.
Can we tell these people how to play their game?
I think that game is already lost.
No, look, I'm Twitch chat.
Oh,
you can
okay.
queen me. You can jump. You can. What game are you playing? What game are you playing? What game is this? What have I missed? Could somebody go back over the entire game for me, please?
All right, let's get back to gaming. Good. Excellent.
Oh, Graham.
What? No.
Graham.
Oh, you drew mind control.
Well.
Oh no! Does Ben have confiscate?
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Let me just stretch out, because I gotta reach all the way to Graham's place and grab that Tevis that you've got over
Oh my goodness gracious.
My God.
Hey Graham, do you want to do that bit we've been doing with the Monarch where I grab your commander and ultimate it?
No.
Oh, okay. Then. I'll take that back.
This is the one. Good. Perfect. I just like giving you nice clips is really what's up. Let me just power cycle quickly. Okay. How many times in this level did I die before this room? Oh, heck.
The goat has something. What the fuck, goat? What the fuck, goat?
TPK.
You have an extra die that you can give to whoever you want to make their odds worse.
Oh.
Nothing but love.
Wow, thanks.
Shit.
Yikes.
Wow.
Whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 2 life.
Oh, I'm going to respond to that if that's cool.
No.
I'm going to flash in this Sweet Gum Recluse. I just don't want to lose life.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it has Cascade. Oh, I hit a Jewel Lotus.
Cool. Alright.
So I might be the first person who's ever played this on stream, and I'm going to say little underwhelming. Little underwhelming.
Yeah. Well.
Alright.
I've seen better
I cast
Lotuses.
it. Oh, I cast it. So the important thing to note is you get to cast it for free, so I feel like I'm really saving on the Lotus here.
What's the number above my head mean?
Oh, that's your passive.
Oh.
Did you read your skills?
No.
What is Elixir and do I want
No.
to
You're
eat
talking to a person that spent literally 3 months playing Street Fighter V, not knowing how to do one of the inputs for the character that I played.
That's right. You're gonna land on one of those like hidden star blocks.
Just first roll.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't put it past Mario Party to do that.
Oh my god! No way! No way! No way!
No way! No way!
Okay. All I need to do is 37 damage this turn.
Or make me draw 2 cards.
37 damage this turn.
But it would appear that you are your own worst enemy. I did warn you to be careful.
He did.
Gun. Any
Hold on, I'm
thoughts
gonna
on what might
just
be
open up
around?
Parsec here and.
Look, I'm just saying he did warn you about the gun.
Sorry, before we go to combat, let's just make sure your board state is right. Do you have any more treasure left over? I can't see them on your board.
I have 2 treasure over here.
Okay.
Sure.
And then you have 6 pirate tokens that can all attack this turn?
Yes.
You've broken Surge.
Oh my god. I love it. I love it. It's okay. All those trove trackers, make him draw cards when he dies. That's our out. That's our out.
Right.
You pull on the magician's staff. Even in death, he grips it tightly. But you give it a powerful yank, it slips free and explodes deafeningly, driving splinters of wood into your body and battering you. Any object in the room that you haven't already collected is destroyed.
Oh my god.
Your own possessions are unhurt, but that is more than you can save for your body. Subtract 10 life points from your current total. If you have run out of unlife points, your mission has failed.
Ah! Oh, fuck!
If you still cling to this post-mortal coil, you're too shocked to do anything but stagger out of the house.
You gonna save Scum?
To be fair, I did deserve that.
Yeah.
I watched them die, and then I was like, hey, wizard staff! Protective... Ah, shut up!
And thank you for the 901 bits. 3, 2, 1, pants off, not yours, Earthen One, Core Flex.
Wait. I can fly! It's a miracle! I have got superpowers. Hey, look! Oh my god. we were just right there. It was just like 50 blocks away.
That might be the best cascade of the day, honestly.
A 7 into a 6, I'm here for it. And a good one.
I mean, I guess Surge cascaded into a Black Lotus, but...
That's pretty tight.
It wasn't.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's right.
Okay, this one's actually you, Ben.
I know! I watched
Ben, it's your turn.
Liam Neeson's Neeson. Subscribe for 20...
He froze.
No, he didn't. This is all acting. 100%. This is Ben acting. He didn't freeze.
Fuck. He dropped from the call.
That's part of the bit. That's part of the bit.
You know what I find myself doing is switching to D-pad sometimes, just so that I know exactly where I'm gonna.
This stream is brought to you by you over at our Patreon at patreon.com/LoadingReadyRun. You're the reason
read
we're
it
able
right
to
here.
Do. Yeah, dude, this
mean,
very
you
legible
try.
bug that has come down over top. Paul pressed the button and it was like, yeah, there you go. Much better.
If you're a
I
subscriber,
don't know
your
that-
skin is safe. Today. Good night. Push all the buttons, Ian.
I'm looking
All of
directly
them.
into the camera, so I'm trying to push. No, that's the wrong
That's the
one.
wrong one.
Okay, wait for it. Goodbye.
There you go.
Brand new sub. Forever backwards for 47 months. Oh no. I fell into a hole and died. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final segment on tonight's show. It is Taster's Choice Nog edition. I am the Nog Master, James, and here with me are my little Noglings, Ben, Kathleen,
Hi.
Ian, and Corey. How are you all doing today?
I was good up until I was a Nogling. Honestly.
Isn't that like a thing from the Magic card? I don't even know.
Oh, absolutely not. It's a Deep Space Nine thing. Jeez.
Oh.
I guess I played a character
NCC.
called Nog.
I don't know. It's just what came to my head. It's fine. Anyways, we've got a really fun little game planned for tonight. This is something that we've done in the past, I believe, with cola before. But it is the season, as they say. And we are going to be playing a game tonight with eggnog. And it's fairly simple, straightforward. Our contestants have 5, Ben, you can hold those up, 5 vials of nog. These are 5 kinds of nog that I was able to buy locally here in Victoria the other day. I have put 5 in, 1 in each of those 5, and then each contestant also has a blind nog, right there.
The black nog.
The black nog. It has been taped up. You cannot see it. I do ask when contestants drink from that. They do close their eyes, so you can't see the color. So there is nothing that you can use sight-wise to compare the 5 nogs.
All 5 nogs are the same color.
They look identical.
They did look. Okay, they've settled. Maybe shake them up a little bit. I don't know. They looked a little different earlier. Anyways,
like unless this is secretly green and we're closing our eyes and we're like, oh, it's none of them.
All right, fine. The game is quite simple. Ben, our first contestant, will take a little bit of a taste from the black nog. Then he will move down the line from vials 1 to 5, trying to match up the nogs. How are you feeling, Ben? Do you like eggnog?
I love eggnog.
Good, because I have a lot of it at my house. I'm going to bring you some later.
Yeah, please do.
Because I don't need the remaining probably 8 liters of eggnog in my fridge.
Wait, why do you have that many? You just had to fill like these.
Because the only way I could buy 3 of the 5 were in 2-liter cartons.
You didn't take these things to the grocery store and go, please, I require this much nog.
Due to COVID, they've closed the self-serve nog bar.
That's fair.
James, for future reference, I recommend one of those turkey baster syringes. You just go in there and no one will ever know.
Oh, damn! I like it.
Can you just get it from the nog cow and like direct from the source?
All right, so I think last time we did this, we knew exactly what colas we were drinking because we were trying to match it to the blind one. So I feel like I can tell you the 5 types of eggnog that I have for you here, right? Without concern or worry.
They're all nog.
Sure. They're all nog. So you have Island Farms, classic local Vancouver Island-based dairy farm, Island Farms eggnog. Mm-hmm. You have Dairyland, classic eggnog. Don't know what makes it classic. And I believe Dairyland is like maybe a Western Canada brand, but much bigger than Island Farms. You have Avalon, which is some fancy. Again, I don't know where Avalon is. Yeah, I don't know where Avalon is based out of, but
Vancouver.
It sounds like fantasy nog.
For reference, they come in glass bottles.
Yep.
So that's how you know they're fancy.
Yep. Very, very fancy glass bottle. You have Happy Planet eggnog, and finally you have Dairyland Original. Don't know what's different between original and classic, but I'm hoping you will be able to figure it out.
James, can I say I'm so happy that you didn't choose to go out to Langford to go to Costco, because we bought a 2-liter of Natural from Costco, and it's the worst eggnog I have ever put in my mouth.
Wow.
Yeah, I made that mistake too. It was awful. It wasn't even good in coffee.
I drank the whole thing.
Damn right,
Nog's
Corey,
nog.
You're a damn hero. All right, it should also be noted that each contestant does have a different nog in each of their mystery glasses.
Oh,
so,
good.
Ben.
Yes.
Take a sip, take a gulp of your mystery thing. I mean, you're right. You probably don't need to cover your eyes, but I appreciate it.
Well, hey, I mean, you asked me to do it. You used to hand out the paychecks, so.
How's that tasting?
Like eggnog. It's. I will say this one is not as like thick, I guess, as eggnog typically is. Like this one feels like a little bit lighter. I don't know if that's what makes it if maybe it'll be classic or something, but yeah, like, and it also it has nothing else in it. Like there's no like nutmegginess really to it. Like it, I mean, I know that that's like one of the key ingredients of eggnog, but like, you know, when you kind of like get you can really taste it. It just, this tastes like just regular, no
Like-
nonsense eggnog.
All right.
Very watery custard. Got it.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go. Let's start grabbing bottles.
I'm gonna close this one. All right, now I can take this off. All right. This is gonna taste exactly the damn same.
How's that one,
it's
Ben?
not this one. I can definitely say. So this one, kind of remind, you know, those coffee drinks you can get in like the latte in the glass bottle from like Starbucks or whatever. This sort of has that vibe to it.
All right.
But it is not number one. I can't really say much beyond that.
Okay.
But it is different for sure.
Okay. Moving on to number 2.
It still tastes like nog. All right, number 2.
Now, how's that one compare?
This one's thicker.
Thicker than both the ones before, or?
I would say so, yeah. I'm noticing the thickiness to it.
The thicker than before.
Thickiness.
Got a good mouthfeel is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Looking
yeah,
forward
this
to
one,
number 2.
This one feels... this one feels... I don't think it's 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna... Can I drink from this one again just to get a retate vibe of it?
Yeah, maybe at the end. Keep
Okay,
going.
okay.
Keep going.
Oh, wow.
It is not number 3. This one tastes extra dairy. So is this the classic? Like this tastes like No, you know what? I think I'm putting 3 on the maybe pile.
How thicky is it?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of extra to it, which is why it kind of makes me think that it's enough. Let's see. All right, number 4.
People are asking what the batsu of this is. I think it's just having to drink all this eggnog.
Yeah, in like a quick amount of time, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's not this one.
Mm-hmm. And what are your thoughts on that one? That's number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
This tastes like you go to like the fancy ass like eggnog joint and like this is what you get. Like you're paying $13 for like an espresso glass of this. Is what it kind of tastes like. I don't think it's that one.
Okay. All right, that leaves one left. Moving on to vial number 5.
They all taste exactly like nog. I can't, like there's not even one that's just like, no way is it this one. Like, it's like it's all nog. It's dairy, it's nutmeg. I don't know what to say. Like, it has a similar, I will say, viscosity though as the mystery one.
All right.
So
So I will let you go back and take just a little sip of the mystery
Okay.
one again.
Okay.
But you can't go back to the other 5, and I'm going to need you to make your call. And then also let me know which one's your favorite.
I'm going to say this is 3. I'm going to say this is 3, and I think number 4 was my fave.
All right, so number 3 is correct.
Yeah! The
Nice work, Ben.
Nog champ.
And I will reveal which ones are which, obviously, at the end, because I did let you know that each of you have a different mystery one.
Okay, yeah.
And then you said number 4 was your favorite?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Kathleen. No.
Ooh.
Who's up next?
Me.
Corey.
Yes.
We're going alphabetically.
Yep.
And I can have some at the end, so I shouldn't just have it all now.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can have a little bit now. You get a little sippy sip at the end, but only a little sippy sip.
Smells like eggnog.
Oh,
Surprise.
Did you do this in a way so that Corey's number 3 is different than my number 3, so that it could technically be number 3 again?
Maybe.
All right.
It's very thin. Mine's very thin.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got
yeah.
an anti-thick eggnog.
All right.
All right.
So. here we
Number
go.
1.
Number 1.
Just
Dang.
going with the whole. All right.
It's not that one.
Okay.
That one's like a bit sweeter
Okay.
and maybe a little bit thicker, but it's not. The sweetness is wrong.
Do we get to keep these, by the way, James? They're neat.
It's nice
I
jars.
mean, I don't want them. You can
Oh,
have 'em.
sick. All right.
You can talk to the site and make sure that they don't want the $250 that the 6 cost.
Number 2 smells closer.
I should have smelled them.
Chug, chug, chug. Damn.
It's too thick though.
All
No,
right.
I think Corey might be the true Nog champ here.
A Nog Trog.
Number 3.
She
Number
did
3.
finish the Costco one.
Whoa! That is a smell. That is. But it's real thin as well. But it smells a lot more than whatever was in my black bottle.
Right.
Ooh, and
All
that's
right.
got an aftertaste. That's got. Just gonna clear that.
Oh, and a palate cleanser. Corey's so much better at this than me.
What is that, a beer?
I mean, beer is not maybe the best palate cleanser, but right.
It tastes different than Nog.
All right, on to number 4.
Oh, it's got a nice smell. It's light. It's just like subtle. It's got kind of the correct thickness, but that's nice. Ooh, is that vanilla? Yeah, there's some vanilla there.
All right.
Is 4 your favorite, Corey? So far?
So far. I mean, they've been pretty standard overall, but 4 is different.
All right. Number 5.
It's also kind of a subtle one. I don't remember if I shook this one well.
Jeepers.
Man, Corey's got a technique. All right. You've now gone through all 5. How'd you feel about how'd you feel about that last one there?
That feels pretty close. Like, that's just got, like, that really standard store-bought Nog texture and feel, but I'm gonna take my...
I was gonna say you can take another
little
taste
sip.
of your mystery.
It's not number 5.
All right.
2?
Corey thinks it's number 2. Let me check here. Corey is correct.
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow, we're nailing this.
Nog.
And Corey,
No.
which of your 5 was your favorite?
4 and 5 were good. Yeah. I think 5 felt so familiar. But there was no naturel from Costco.
All right. We are moving on to Ian.
Oh, the pressure.
Ian,
The pressure is on.
If you would like to take a little sippy sip of your mystery nog you have there, and then you can move on to your 5 nogs.
I got to give a palate cleanser here. I feel like I made a tactical error doing the same thing as Corey's, using Fat Tug as my palate cleanser.
Yes, Fat Tug.
So I poured a wee bit of Alberta pure vodka to
Wow.
just clean things out.
All right. Give it a little tasty taste there, Ian.
All right. Oh, that's nice. It's got hints of rum.
Isn't that just like the leftover vodka?
There's a world where James has put the same thing into 5 Delios that, like, I'm hoping we're not running into here, and he's like playing the mind game with us.
No,
Okay.
I put. Sorry, yeah, I put yours. I made 5 separate of all of them.
I really like this. Got nice hints of nutmeg. It's not too thick, but not too thin either. Let's see what number 1 does for us. Oh my, whoa. Oh. Well, that smells different right off the bat. No, this is like a suspension of oils in a water-based liquid. I don't like that much at all.
Oh my.
It's even a little bit unctuous, which could mean that it's fancy, or it could just mean that it's not good. Number 2. This is just milk with vanilla flavoring. There's nothing interesting or good about that.
Oh, harsh but fair.
You've got like a deep-seated opinion on eggnog. I appreciate hearing the.
I have opinions about everything, Ben. Ask me sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, I think that's why you don't. You realize that subconsciously. Holy, no. It's got the same sort of thickness, but boy, oh boy, that's just banana esters all the way down. 3 is terrible.
Wow.
Oh God, if I wanted banana milk, I'd move back to Japan.
Banana milk sounds good though, and your
It is
face is
good.
unhappy.
Yeah, I like banana milk.
Well, banana milk's fine when you're expecting banana milk. When you're expecting eggnog, it's like knock, knock, open up the door, banana. And I already live with that, so.
I was gonna say.
Oh, okay. This is the one. This might be the one. This is definitely the best smelling so far. I'm getting hints of maple. This is absolutely not the. Okay, this is absolutely not the same eggnog, but it is as my mystery is the black nog of Mordor. But this is probably one of my favorite. That's not the black mug so far.
It's a good name. All right. Well, you have 1 left.
Okay, 5 is the other one. Process of elimination leads me to believe that it's this one, but
What if it's not though?
good smell. Yep. No. This is. I can already tell. I'm going to no scope that 5 is my nog that's matching, and I can tell just because of the This is the only nog that's bothered to actually give me a nose of nutmeg. Oh God, and that's the taste I've been yearning to return to since I threw the ring in the fire. Mm. 5 is my nog, James. 5 is my winner, but runner-ups are 4 and 1.
Cool, you're wrong.
Yes! Oh God, I wanted that! Yes!
Yes! All right, sorry. 4. Which one is your? So 5 is your favorite.
Yep. 4 and 1 are runners up, and I'm wrong.
2 and 3 were garbage, is what you said, right?
Yes.
All right, Kathleen.
All right. Well, I mean, Ian's a good cook. He's got a sophisticated palate, but that was no good for him. He was hoisted by his own tongue's petard. However that works. So here's my black nog. I'm not gonna close my eyes. I really don't want to spill eggnog.
You're fine.
Over Graham's computer. I'm sorry. They're all the same color. Doesn't really smell like much. I mean, it smells like nog.
Oh, the swish. I should have done the swish.
So this is pretty thin. It's got some spices. If I had to guess, I would say my mystery nog is Dairyland Classic. Basically going on nothing.
Okay. I
But
like that. Confidence.
Because I have read the ingredients in eggnog before, because I care, and I know a lot of cheaper eggnogs, the first ingredient is water. So you want an eggnog that's milk forward. So that's like a thin... It's got quite a bit of nutmeg in it, though, which I don't like. So it's okay.
All right.
But it's thin, it's nutmeggy, it's sweet. Gotta give them a good shake first, just because, you know, hopefully there's milk solids in here. So, number 1. The nose on nutmeg is very hard to tell. Similar. Oh God. I don't know. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. It's hard.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Turns out eggnog kind of just tastes like eggnog.
Yeah. There's
All
no
right.
bad nog.
Can you give us a price comparison afterwards?
I absolutely can.
Did you have to buy a 2-liter Avalon, James, or did that come in?
I'll tell you
1
afterwards.
liter?
I'll tell you afterwards.
All right. Ooh, 2 is quite full. The nose does nothing. Sniffing them does nothing.
Because I actually have a second guess after sniffing.
Oh, that's got a chemical aftertaste. That's definitely not it. It's not 2. And it has no nutmeg in it. And it's got thickeners. It's like got emulsifiers added to thicken it up. So, not a big fan of 2.
All right.
So, it's not 2.
Ugh, my throat is definitely like, yep, you sure drank 6 vials of dairy.
Yeah, note how much I am drinking out of
dairy.
each vial.
Yeah, good call.
Thick dairy.
Yeah.
I can save the one. I can save the good ones and put them in my coffee tomorrow.
Thick dairy can't hurt you.
All right, let's see number 3. Number 3 smells like bananas. Well, this is the weird banana nog that Ian's got.
Yeah.
That's I don't think that's that doesn't, I don't know what that is, but it's vile and it's tastes like chemicals.
Alright.
So no to that.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's the Happy Planet, because it's probably some sort of like vegan nog alternative that's a far cry from the good stuff.
Yeah, the dried beef.
All right, so here's number 4. Okay. This smells like vanilla pudding, is what it smells like. Oh, it's so thin. It's so thin and so chemically. It's not number 4. It doesn't have like a strong spice. Like what I'm getting is a lot of sugar and vanilla from this. But it doesn't coat the mouth in the same way, I think, as the Nogs. So and then we've got number 5. I wonder where the Avalon Nog is. I hope it's not number 4. I was hoping it would be better than that, but I've never been able to bring myself to buy it because it's so phenomenally expensive. It's like, wow, $9 a liter. Alright, well, this doesn't smell like anything. Good. Good. Continuing the trend.
Good, bad, so.
Getting a good swish out of it.
It's a lot thicker than some of the other Nogs. And here's the deal, I don't ever drink eggnog straight. I always put it in my coffee because, you know, I like sweet coffee and a little nog in there. It's just a little bit of sugar. It's quite nice. But I'm not used to just drinking it on its own. It's okay. It doesn't have a lot of spice or flavor. It's not really like...
All right.
It's definitely between 1 and 5 for me, I think. Because I know it's not 2, 3, or 4. I can't really remember what 1 tastes like now because it's just like, you know, my palate's been paved by milk and sugar.
Kathleen, don't make the same mistake I did. Go back for a second sniff slash chug of the original before choosing.
Oh,
because after I sniffed my black nog, I knew immediately which one it was.
Oh, interesting.
I want to hear your second guess after we get the actual results back.
I think mine's number 1. Oh god, my stomach's already like, oh, it's too much nog.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh,
so,
god.
Kathleen, you want to lock in at number 1?
I think I'm gonna lock in at number 1. It's either 1 or 5, but you know what? I don't necessarily love all of them. I think the best one is number 1. I think the second best one is number 5. 4
in
is...
terms of you prefer. So number 1's your favorite. Number 5 would be a close second.
I think number 1 is the most traditional nog, so I'm actually going to change my guess now that I've had them. I think number 1 is Island Farms. I think that's just like the bog standard nog that we always buy.
Okay.
Because I like to shop local. Number 5 is pretty similar, so I'm going to say that's the Dairyland. Is it traditional and classic?
It's original and classic are the ones that I have.
Can you tell me which one, ingredient-wise?
No.
Okay. So we have 2 Dairylands.
Yeah.
I think 4 and 5 it might be my Dairylands. Like they just taste kind of like nog, but 2 and 3 taste weird.
Okay. So
I don't know. Actually, maybe not. I can't. I don't think I can.
You're playing a whole other game.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to name everyone.
I feel like I'm going last. I have to give our viewers more content.
What?
I have to, you know, up the game. I think mine's number 1.
You think yours is number 1? Correct. You are absolutely correct. You are number 1. Ian, would you like to guess again?
Yeah, 4.
Yep, you are absolutely correct. It was number 4.
There we go.
And of course, I was lying. You all did have the same 1 through 5 because it would be very hard to compare otherwise at the very end. But so Kathleen, here's some fun facts. Number 1 was indeed Island Farms.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
So that is your favorite. Number 2, Corey. That was your guess that was your correct guess. That was Dairyland Classic was number 2 for all of you.
That's just milk.
Number 3, Ben, you correctly guessed Avalon. Number 3 is Avalon, which
number 3
Kathleen
is Avalon.
hated. Yep, so there
It's
you go.
so
How do
foul.
you feel about it?
That's the banana one.
It's awful.
No.
It
Kathleen,
was
we
just,
never have
it's
to
liquid. It's
Kathleen,
liquidy.
We never have to pay $9 for eggnog.
How much was that eggnog, by the way, James?
Okay, I'll get to that in a second. Number 4, Ian's correct second guess, and because I know he is the eggnog snob, I gave him the most expensive eggnog, which was Happy Planet.
Oh no!
And not only was it the most expensive, it was the most expensive for the least amount of nog. And I'll get to that in one moment. Number 5. I didn't put number 5 in any of yours. That was Dairyland Original. Although I will note, Ian's favorite and the cheapest.
Is Dairyland Original?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Island,
Like a simple one.
So here's a fun thing: Island Farms Dairyland Classic, $3.99 for 2 liters. Dairyland Original, for whatever weird reason, at Save On when I bought it, was $2.99 on sale. Don't know why. There is also Dairyland Light, but I knew that would be completely 100% boring and different than everything else, and would have just been an immediate like, oh, it's this. Avalon was, I believe, $7.99 or maybe $8.99 for a liter.
Oh, please tell
And
me I
then
got
finally,
the Price is
Happy
Right
Planet
price.
for 750 milliliters. I paid less for the 24 glass containers holding all of this eggnog than I did for the $13-ish bottle of Happy Planet eggnog from Whole Foods.
Let me tell you, just a few drizzlings of rum into that Happy Planet is just spectacular.
So number 4 is the Happy Planet.
Yeah, which was Ben's favorite. So Ben, you have a very expensive taste.
Is this vegan?
I would have to check. I'll go look during the sub-readings.
Ooh, just drinking it now, it feels very low on oil, so I would bet you might be right, Kathleen.
It came from Whole Foods, and that's a good way to add $3 to the price of anything, is put vegan on the package.
Ben, what are you doing?
Yeah, but on the other hand...
I mean, at the end of the day, like we said, they all taste...
They all taste like
exactly.
eggnog?
They all taste like the nog.
Can we get... Oh, yeah. How's that taste? Is that the best one, Ben?
Oh.
Ben, is that the best one? The best one was the nogs we made the way on.
It still tastes the same.
All right, friends, and with that, the show concludes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back on December 19th for our next episode. But until then, this. Hey, Beach. Thanks for sticking around after the show.
Yeah, no problem, James. What's up?
Oh, should I take off?
No, it's fine. It's not private or anything.
Okay. Cool.
So it looks like the lawyers at whatever company that makes Hot Pockets are petitioning for us to take down bits for hotpockets.com.
Why?
I don't know. They cited something like not actually funny enough to be parody.
Huh. It's a great bit. I'd hate to lose it. God. You think we could just sub in something else to trade for bits?
Yeah. I mean, let's see what we can think of. Nope, can't think of anything.
Yeah, me neither. Oh well.
Later.